So welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 15 of ground, connecting to yourself and nature. Today is going to be a standy class, kind of inspired by yesterday's standy class. I really enjoyed yesterday. So yeah, come stand on your mat. Come. So standing on your mat, your feet are hip distance apart. And just begin by rolling down through your spine. So bending your knees, rolling forward. Listen to the song of your spine. Come forward, knees are bent, spine is soft, rolling all the way back up. Widen through your arms, bring your palms together, squeeze your bum a little bit and push your hips a little bit forward. Nice. Rolling down, coming all the way down, rounding forward, rolling forward, and then coming all the way back up again. And I have this sense of really heavy in my spine in a really juicy way. Reaching up, squeeze your bum, push your hips a little bit forward. Nice. One more time. Rolling down through your spine, hands to the floor, and then rolling all the way back up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Nice. Come all the way down. So this time, bring your hands to your knees. And almost, I imagine often that it's like I'm looking into a pool of water in front of me, like checking for fish. And I'm kind of looking down into the floor and I'm using my hands on my knees as the support. Nice. And then come all the way back up. Nice. And again, bring your hands to your knees and kind of try and get your face as close to looking at the pond as you can. So have that sense of really trying to see with your eyes and look into something. And then come up. Imagine trying to read a label on on something, and you have to approach it and try and see it. Nice. And then come all the way back up. One more time. Try and look as close as you can to the floor, bending your knees, belly on your thighs, and come back up. Nice. Bring your feet a little bit wider. So now my feet are 3 feet apart or so. And I'm going to slide my hands down my thighs, my hands to my knees, and try and look again at something on the floor as low as you can. Remember that you can change the direction of your toes depending on your legs. My toes are directly forward right now. They could be a little bit wider. They could point outwards, depending on your knee standing all the way up. Just see, when you feel into your legs, what information do your legs give you about the direction that they'd like your feet to be in? Squeeze your bum when you rise. And again, forward, and looking forward, and then all the way up. Nice. So the next one will be stronger. So if you found that was strong enough, then stay there. Otherwise, bring your palms to your chest. And as you sit down, you're going to keep your thumbs on your chest and you're looking forward. And then come all the way back up. Nice. Straighten through your legs, squeeze through your bum. Nice. Coming forward or bending your knees. Heart and thumbs are meeting. Straighten your legs. One more time. Bend your knees. And then coming all the way up. Nice. Turn your toes towards the right side. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Left hand to the floor. Left knee to the floor. And then rise up. Reach your left hand up. Reach up, look up. Nice. Hand to the floor. Rise. Turn your toes forward. Come all the way up. Nice. Other direction. Turn your toes towards the left. Left hand on your knee. Right hand to the floor. Knee to the floor. Rising up. Reach up, look up. Hand to the floor. Stretch through your legs. Turn your toes. Come back to center. Cool. Do that again. Turn towards the right. Hand to the floor. Bend your knee. Rising up. This time reach both hands up. Reach up, look up. Pause there. Really pull deeply through your fingers and push your hips a little bit more forward. Nice. Right hand to your knee. Left hand to the floor. Rise. Coming up. Other side. Turn your toes towards the left. Left hand to your knee. Right knee to the floor. Reach both hands up. Reaching up, looking up. Nice. Coming down. Both hands to the floor. Come back up to center. Cool. So we're going to bring that another step forward. So turn your toes towards the right. Right hand to your knee. Left hand to the floor. From here, bring your right hand to the floor. Stretch through the back leg and lift the back foot off the floor. Foot to the floor. Turn your toes. Come all the way back up. Nice. Turn your toes towards the left. Hand down, knee down. Bring your left hand down. Rise and lift the right foot off the floor behind you. Foot to the floor. Turn, rising up. So find your version of this. Turn towards the right. You can bring both hands to the floor already. Drop your knee down. And then rise, lift your foot up. Feet to the floor, come back up to center. Last one, turn your toes towards the left. Both hands down, knee to the floor. Kick your foot up and back behind you. Foot to the floor, come back and just pause in your forward bend. Find a way that your feet are kind of even. Wiggle your feet around. Maybe bend your knees. Maybe lengthen through your legs. And just find, where do you hold on to in comfort, or where do you support yourself in wellness? Nice. Elbows to your knees, pause there. Hands to your knees, pause there. And then come all the way up to stand. Heel toe your feet until they come towards each other. Hands to your hips. And just roll into your hips. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Come stand to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Bring your left hand to the big toe side of your left foot. So my two hands are to the inside of my foot. I'm going to turn so you can see me. So my two hands are to the inside of my foot. So I've taken my hand from the outside and brought it to the inside. Nice. Drop your back knee and just lean into your hips for a moment. Nice. And then imagine that you can walk your right hand forward and imagine you can fall into your right elbow a little bit more. Nice. Straighten your right arm and then fall a bit into your right elbow and then down. Bring your right hand back. Reach the left hand forward. And imagine you can bring the left elbow down. Straighten your arm. Left elbow down. Straighten your arm. So either stay where you are and just bring both hands back so they're in line with your left foot, or walk both hands forward and bend your elbows. Straighten your arms. Bend your elbows. Straighten your arms. Last time. Bend your elbows. Cool. Both hands to the floor. Rising up. Step back into your downward dog. So pushing all the way back into your downward dog. Have a bit of a wiggle. Wandering through your hips. Leaning into the deep of your legs, your spine. Nice. Step your right foot halfway forward. And then lift your left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend your left knee and draw it up towards your chest. Stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee up towards your chest. Swing it up. Bend your knee. Swing it up. Bend your knee. Last time. Swing it up. Pause there. So I'm pushing into both hands. I'm standing on my right foot. And my left leg is up and back behind me. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Bend your knees deeply. And then slowly rolling up. Rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. When your palms are together up towards the ceiling, sit your bum down into kind of chair pose. So you're trying to find a chair behind your bum. Long through your arms, lift your chest, heart is moving forward. Nice, rising all the way up. Lower your arms down. Great, same to the other side. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down, hands to the floor. Draw your forehead deeply towards your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Walk your right hand to the inside of your right foot. So now instead of my hand being outside, I've walked it to the inside. Drop your left knee to the floor. Walk your left hand forward and then fall into the left elbow. Straighten your arm. Left elbow. Straighten your arm. Left elbow. Straighten your arm. So this one is trickier always. Walk your right hand forward. Bend your elbow. Bend your elbow. Bend your elbow. Nice. So either stay with your hands back towards your feet and you're just bending your elbows forward and backwards, or walk your hands forward and bend your elbows down. Just notice how that is in your body. One more time. Super cool. Both hands to the floor, back. Lengthen your back leg. Pause there for a moment. And then step back into your downward dog. All the way back. Nice. So turn both toes towards the right. Bend your knees and tap the floor with your left hip all the way down, or as close to the floor as you can do in wellness. Come all the way back up. Turn your toes towards the left. Tap your right hip down. And when I do that, my opposite hand wants to lift off the floor. It's a dancing dog, this is called. Turn your toes to the right. As I drop my left hip down, my right hand either gets lighter or lifts completely off the floor. All the way back up. Turn your toes towards the left. Drop your right hip down. Maybe your left hand lifts off the floor. Come all the way back up. Cool. Step your left foot halfway in. And then swing your right foot up towards the ceiling. Draw your right knee up onto your chest. Swing. Chest. Swing. Chest. One more time. Swing. Chest. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Walk your hands back. Pause in a forward bend. Stay there or come down into your squat. So whatever version of squatting that you're doing, always squats, really listen to them. Knees, hips, feet, spine, breath. Landing. Nice. Come sit on the floor. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. And just come into a forward bend, dropping your head forward. And then slide your hands behind you and lean your chest up towards the ceiling. So I'm tucking my chin and I'm not dropping my head back. That's not good for my neck. Walk forward with your hands. And then slide back with your hands. Lean into them. Forward with your hands. Back. Nice. One more time. Forward with your hands. And back. Nice. So, I'm going to turn. So the next movement is always, all these movements, you're always listening to yourself. I was telling somebody yesterday that that's actually what it's all about. Can you really listen to yourself? So take your right foot and bring it to the outside of your left leg. And just feel how that is through the outside of your hip, your knee, your bum. And maybe that's enough. Or you begin to walk your right foot outwards towards, so that the baby toe side is on the floor and that your leg is twisted a bit more. So it's more like a seated pigeon now. And now I feel this. deep spiral through my leg, but my knee feels comfortable. Remember that. Okay. So wherever your foot is, your knee should feel comfortable. Okay. And from here, spiral and twist towards the right. And bring your left hand to your knee and twist towards the right as you pull your right hand behind you. Lift through the chest, widen through the chest. And drop your breath down. Be juicy into the breath. Spiral towards the left and bring both hands to the floor, and then maybe bring your nose down towards the floor, or whatever version of that you do. Okay? And so when I do that, my left foot falls onto its side, and my right foot, I'm really using my right foot to balance. Come back, swing towards the right, twisting, over towards the left, nose to the floor, whatever version of that you do. Swing towards the left, twisting, over towards the left, nose to the floor. Nice. So come back with your hands a little bit closer towards your left hip. And so, like, I couldn't get my nose to the floor between my hands if I tried there. So what you're going to do is you're going to look down towards the left foot and reach with your right hand down towards your left foot. And I've wrapped in front of the right shin. Oh, my legs are on the wrong side. So this foot that's closest to me, that's on the left side, is actually the right foot. That's so mad. Those of you new to my yoga, I don't know if there's anybody new at the moment, but those of you new to my yoga, I'm really dyslexic. So that's just crazy for me that there's this foot over this side that should be called right. So keep reaching towards the left foot with your right hand. And then imagine that you can bring your nose down in the direction of the floor. Nice. Both hands to the floor. And how would you lift your left foot off the floor? How would you do that? What would you have to use, maneuver, listen to? Listen to your knees is the main thing. Come all the way back. Both legs forward. Pause. Wow, what an interesting shape in my body after that one. Take your left foot, step it over. So finding the distance that this leg wants to go to. It could actually be still on the left side of your right leg. Okay, so see. Or walk your foot a bit wide. Sitting up tall. When you sit up tall, suddenly you engage all the deep of that hip. And then twist towards the left, holding on to the left knee with the right hand, open through the chest. Nice. And then twist towards the right side, hands to the floor, nose to the floor. Coming back, twist towards the left. Hands to the floor, nose to the floor. And again, twist towards the left. Hands to the floor, nose to the floor. Cool. Stay over there on the right-hand side. Bring your hands closer to your hip. Drop down and forward, and then reach your left hand over towards your right foot. So I've wrapped around in front of my left shin, and everything is over here, over towards the right. It really is such a mind bender to me that foot is a left foot, and it's over here on the right side. It's so funny how your brain works or doesn't work. Nice. Both hands to the floor, and now try and lift your right foot off the floor. How would you do that? There's all kinds of weird and wonderful muscles working there. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Squeeze both knees up towards you and balance on your bum. And then pull your knees towards you. Nice. And then lengthen one leg up towards the ceiling. And then lengthen the other leg up towards the ceiling. So that thing we were doing yesterday where lift through the chest, widen through the chest, and keep your legs moving. So how do you open? So rather than rounding to do it, how do you lift through your chest a little bit more? Nice. Pause it, one leg up. Lift through the chest. Maybe if you want to, reach your arms forward or up. Nice. Lift through the other leg. Arms forward or up. Chest is moving towards that foot. Super cool. Come lie on the floor all the way down, landing. And just sway your knees from side to side. Nice. Either stretch your legs out, send your legs up, bring the soles of your feet together, feet to the floor. See what you do. And just land for a minute or two, or longer if you can. And just landing, settling, arriving into the end of your practice. Oh, wonderful. So this morning, as I wandered down the back ways, the highways and the back ways of the roads here, it's always really amazing walking around. Go for a walk around 5 o'clock in the morning. And as I walked, I was like, well, we've listened to wind and we've listened to the rain and we've listened to the trees and we've felt the soil beneath us and all this stuff. I was like, oh, we've listened to animals. And then I was like, hold on, how am I as I walk here? And it was like this amazing sense of all the layers that we've put in. Suddenly I was like, oh. And I could hear and listen and be with the nature around me. And I could also attend to how it was feeling in my body, how what the qualities of my nervous system, the sense of my body in that moment, the space that I inhabit in connection to, in relationship to the nature in me, and I am nature and the nature around me. So see how you feel in nature. See how it is for you to stand and be present to yourself while feeling and being with. And I was listening to this beautiful podcast last night by Val Harari, and he was saying, we are not separate from nature. We are nature. There is nothing here that is not nature. So be one with, listen to, connect to the deeper nature of you. Nice. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Sunday Yum. It'll be nice to lie on the floor. So great. I'll see you then. Bye.